Another film that I'm going to give 2 thumbs up to, and one we've got to talk about very briefly because we haven't got time to fit everything in this week. And I know you've seen this as well.
Yeah.
We've got like 2 minutes to talk about this. Misbehaviour, the story of the 1970 Miss World pageant in London, which was the first time there was a black winner.
Yes.
Of the Miss World pageant, I believe, who is played here by Gugu Mbatha-Raw. It's mostly about the female activists who besieged.
Well, it was the creation is around about the time that the women's liberation movement started.
Yeah.
And so Keira Knightley plays this typical Keira Knightley plays this very bookish kind of character.
Sally Armstrong, I want to say.
Sally Armstrong, yeah. And she ends up she goes as a mature student, and she ends up getting involved with this group of activists, led in part by the brilliant Jessie Buckley.
Yeah. How good is Jessie Buckley?
Oh, she's good in everything.
She's amazing.
It doesn't matter what she does. Yeah. She's brilliant in everything. And she's consistently the best thing in everything I see. And so she plays this very spiky young activist. And they get together and with a bigger group decide to target the 1970 Miss World contest, which is run by a character called Eric Morley. Played genius performance.
Brilliant.
So funny. As this very misogynistic, sexist, clearly sort of 1970s type character. 1970s character talking about how, if their figures are not 36, 24, 36 or whatever, then there's no point and all this sort of that. It's just, he's brilliant. But it shows. Really, I mean, some of the humour, it's very funny. Some of the humour is very
biting,
bit cringy.
Yeah,
because it makes you think, should I be laughing at this? And then you think, well, yes, because this is the way people were 50 years ago. And so we're laughing at how we used to be as a society. And we can say, well, look, we've moved on now, so we can laugh at them. We're not sort of, laughing with them. And, and it's, I think it's got a lot of layers as well. Yeah. The way that they connect the sexism storyline with the racism story, I think is very, very clever.
Yeah. How many thumbs up, thumbs down from you?
I give it a 1.5 thumbs up.
1.5. I'm going to give it a solid 2 because I absolutely loved it. I think they should show this in schools. It's that kind of film. I think you should show this to 12-year-olds of both genders and basically say, here is a document of how the world was 50 years ago. If you think any of these things, maybe change your worldview.